Hi, I'm Deanna.
And I'm Manuel.
And this is our love story. So we've been dating for 4 years, and I'm going to know...
3/4.
4 years and 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm testing you. How long do you know? So how did we meet?
We met at my work. At the time, I was working as a barn facility manager. She was a volunteer. She was a sassy volunteer, which is what attracted me there. And we slowly started talking every time you'd come around. And after several months, I know we ended up going to a party, a mutual friend's party, and by the end of the night, we'd gotten comfortable, and we ended up making it an official thing. So rather than just talking once a week on the weekends, we ended up talking just about every day.
And for like 3 to 4 hours, like every day, we were talking. So
yeah, had quite a bit to talk about there.
Yeah, so our phone bills were like out the roof for sure.
Did they roll over the next month?
So, but I don't know. I think really though, I almost did not volunteer though at Mare. I had to go for school, and I was gonna go to the Boys and Girls Club. And then I was like, let's just go. I like horses. And then I think that's the best decision I've ever made, because then I don't know if I would have met you. So I know we talked about we probably would have met because we went to that party together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it would have been the same. We wouldn't have built that connection had I not volunteered there.
Several months worth of connection?
Yeah. So, but hold on. I also want to throw out there, though, that I actually asked him out first. So we had made plans to go to Universal Studios, and he actually invited me. He's like, we should go, but I think he was joking. Well, I was serious, and 2 weeks went by and nothing. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell him today, and I kept like, is he gonna mention it? And nothing. So then I was like, I'm leaving. He's like, oh, I'll walk you to your car. I was like, all right. So we're walking to my car, and I just point blank, I want to go to Universal Studios with you. Do you or do you not want to go with me? I was like, because I want to go with you, and if not, like, I mean, I don't know, but I want to go with you. And I think that caught him off guard because he was so nervous after that. And I'm
like, oh, she's serious about this.
Yeah,
right,
so
cool.
I think, at least I hope, that showed him that I was interested. So I don't know. I hope it did.
It did.
Yeah,
it
so, so, yeah, that led to, us meeting and leading to our dating and all that fun
where we're at
stuff.
now.
Yeah. But my favorite dating memory with you, I really think, is having those late night phone calls with you. Like the ones where we're like, holy crap, it's like 11:30 at night. I have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, or like, so I don't know. Just
Mine has got to be the trips to the beach.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, we'd already been dating for a little while, but I think it's more of our beach trips.
Yeah.
Just kind
Those are good
of
ones.
getting away and hanging out for the day, whether it's just us or taking along the dogs with us. But
The doggos.
yeah, I really do like those beach trips.
Yeah, those are good ones. But, okay, our proposal story. Okay, do you want me to start out with how I almost ruined it? Or...
Well, you can start off with what led up to it, I guess.
Okay, so prior to the proposal, for a few weeks, someone kept telling me, like, hey, you should get your nails done, because my future brother-in-law, hello, Ivan, because I'm sure you're going to see this, supposedly there was going to be a movie, and I was going to be an extra in the movie, or we both were. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, my bucket list, I'm going to be an extra in a movie at the beach. And everything just wasn't clicking with that concept, with just everything about the movie. So then after that, someone kept telling me, hey, you should get your nails done. And I'm like, nah, I don't think so. He's like, well, I know you. If we were to, if you were to see your hands in the movie and there were close-ups, you would be so like uncomfortable and you'd be so disappointed.
You'd be the only one noticing that your nails weren't done.
Which is facts. I'm very like, so I was like, yeah, you're right, okay. And then it clicked. And I texted my best friend that same night and I was like, I think it's happening. I think this movie is a cover-up. I think it's happening. Like, should I tell him? Should I not? And she's like, oh my God, I think it's gonna happen. He's gonna propose. And I'm like, no, you're getting me too excited. So then, a week later, he mentions it again. And so then, by then I was already stressed out. So we went to go have Chinese at China Bistro. And he was like, you seem off. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing, I'm fine. And then he goes, what's wrong? And so then I just flat out, are you gonna ask me next Saturday to marry you? Is this movie a cover-up? Because if it is, like, I just need to know because, like, did you talk to my mom? Did you talk to my dad? Like, did you talk to my family? And he's like, a deer in headlights, and he covered it up so well. He's like, no, baby.
I pulled it right
like,
yeah.
He's like, no, baby, not yet. Like, I promise, but, like, are you disappointed? And I'm like, oh, kind of. I actually am. I was like, but it's okay. Like, no worries. Like, all right, well. So then.
Fast forward a week.
Yeah. A week later. Do you want to take over?
Sure.
My ruining the proposal's done, so.
So we go down to just north of Malibu, where my brother and I had already set up a place. We'd had a cove of part of the beach where he and I had already planned ahead of time to meet up and what was going to happen and where it was going to take place. So we get there a little early, but by the time she does her makeup and gets her hair just right, it was just enough to give my brother a little bit of time to finish setting everything up for us. So we go down to the beach, we go through one or two coves, and she has her phone out, hoping that's what's happening. Little did she know that by the time we got to the third cove, that's where it was actually happening.
So by then, I was like, okay, it's not happening. So I put my phone in my back pocket. So I'm like, all right, well, okay.
And as we walk into the cove, we're kind of bent over and just kind of crawling, making our way in. My brother had put a microphone on the floor. So it is, she wouldn't see it. And so I picked it up, threw it in my pocket. And as soon as we went out and we stood up straight, I mean, the view...
It's beautiful.
I've been there before, and it still just amazed me when we got there. I mean, it's my brother. He's got a camera off to the side, and you've got the view of the beach, and, pretty much asked her to marry me. She was in shock. She was like... I don't know. Is this really happening? Like,
yeah, I know. All you hear in the audio is, "You're lying. It's not true. It's not happening. No."
So we go through. We take some pictures. The part that just cracks me up every time is that there's a point where my brother. At this point, my brother's still recording. He still has audio going. He's asking us questions, and at one point we go out of the cove, and he asks us to just walk away from him, and then at one point walk back. Well, she goes to ask me, she says, so does that mean I'm not an extra in a movie anymore? I'm like, you're the main character in this movie. You're where the spotlight's at.
I was still confused. I was like, so there's no movie. Like, I don't know, but.
The one thing I do remember is that her and I could not stop smiling. The entire time.
Why are you gonna make me cry?
The entire time. There's my brother did a great job of capturing a lot of those beautiful smiles and moments that I don't know, still get to me every time I watch it. And
look at the pictures.
Yeah. But that was one thing. My face I think I can say for the both of us that our faces both hurt so much from us smiling the entire afternoon. And then, if that wasn't a surprise, we went to go have dinner, and I'd made reservations. She didn't know this, but her parents and my mom were waiting for us at the restaurant. And so I'd told them a couple weeks in ahead, hey, I want to do a dinner. If you guys would go down to Malibu and meet for us for dinner. And of course, you know, we walked in, and all of a sudden she sees her mom and, Mommy! And I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. There's the reaction I wanted.
She wasn't answering all day long. And I'm like, why isn't my mom answering? This is like a huge deal. Like, I don't know.
I told everyone to ignore her phone calls. If they were to call her, just don't answer her phone. You know, that's all part of the plan. She was kind of bummed out, and I kind of felt bad. But to me, it was worth it when we got to the restaurant.
Yeah, that day itself was, I think, one of the best days, if not the best days of my life, because, yeah. I'm not going to cry, though, so we're not going to do that right now.
But now we look forward to another great day, our wedding day.
Ooh, we're going to have fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think what I'm looking forward to for our wedding, though, is getting to celebrate with all of our family, like family and friends, and just celebrating love and, like, our love, you know? So.
Yeah. I know... In my family, the common question is, when are you guys getting married?
¿Cuándo se van a casar?
From almost the moment they found out I had a girlfriend. So when's the wedding? And I'm like, guys, I'm just getting to know her. Year 1 goes by, year 2, and they're like, you guys are getting too old. You guys need to get married. Well, finally, it's happening. And I'm excited to make I think to me is a beautiful promise. It's a sacred promise, and to be able to enjoy that celebration with our family and friends that, you know, have supported us through all of it. You know, they all love you. You know, I don't know why they wouldn't.
I mean, I'm awesome. I'm just kidding. And my family loves you. Just throw this out there. My sister literally said, if we ever break up before, she's like, we're keeping Manuel. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, he's a pretty great guy, so I can see why. But so yeah. So my definition of love, I don't know. I think it's more, it's like actions. It's a bunch of things, I think, put into one. It's not just one thing, and it's hard to describe. I think love is more of a feeling, of a thought, of just emotions, and just being comfortable with someone that you really care about and that you really love. So, sorry. But yeah, I could go into more depth, but I'm getting a little emotional, so go ahead.
For me, it's being, I don't know, accepted, being that you are the way you are, and someone loves that about you. They're okay with it, you know. And like you said, it's many layers. It's not just that they accept you, it's that they want to be with you, it's that they want to do things for you, it's that they, you know, when things, you know, with friends and maybe just random people, you get mad and you guys both go your separate ways, and that's it. But in a relationship, in love, it's okay to get mad at each other. I mean, it's not okay to constantly fight, but it's okay to get mad at each other. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to not have the same thoughts. It's okay to be different. But at the end of the day, you guys settle what we need to settle, and we're there for each other. We're that support for one another, and, you know, and make it through this life. Go against all the different statistics for our generation.
I know, right? We're going to beat them, by the way. So.
Yes, that's our goal.
But I think that about covers it. So, I don't know. That's our love story.
Yeah.